just as I mentioned before on the other screen, the first thing you want to do is take care of, that's not it, double signs. Simplify double signs. So let's just go through and simplify a few of the double signs. Okay, so before we write anything else out, this might seem petty or I don't need to do that, that's when you get into trouble. Don't assume you know it all and you can already do this on everything. Remember, we're going for answer keys here, not like I can do some but not the other, so we want to do them all correct. So let's just take care of any time you have a double sign, you just rewrite that first. Rewrite that first. So rewrite v plus 4, because subtracting a negative is positive, right? So just do that first, and you can go through and just do a few of these that you see on here. Go down the left, right-hand columns. If you see any double signs, just fix those first so you don't have to think about it and worry about it. As you can see, it's not on many problems you have to do this. But the ones that you do have, like here we go, number 6, subtracting a negative once again, make it a positive. We don't want to get all of them right but miss the ones that have double signs in them. So, and then you can flip it over. There's probably some on the back as well, and they'll be. Yes, double signs right next to each other. And they could have a positive and a negative. I think on this left column on the back, there's some that have a positive and negative. And those make a negative. So like on number 17, plus and negative. So we're going to change that to just minus. Make life easy for ourselves. Because we're going to have doing the opposite of that. And if there's only one sign, it's very easy to figure out the opposite. If you have two signs, you're like, well, which one? The opposite of the positive, the opposite of the negative. Number 15. We get n plus 5/4. So take your time, do it right the first time so we don't have to repeat them and erase and start over and that kind of thing. Alright, step 2. Step 2 was do the opposite or do the inverse. So we can already solve this. 21 is what number plus 4, right? We could do this in words. 21 is what number plus 4. And you could find out, oh, that's 17. However, when we get into these much bigger numbers and equations, it might not be as easy. Okay, so here's what I want you to write down. So we need to get a 0. So the idea is we want to have v equals. So that means I need to make this 0. Why do we choose negative 4? Because it gives us 0. It's the opposite. Opposites always add up to 0. Okay. Now, you normally don't write this part down. I just want to write it here on this one so you can kind of see what we're doing. And of course, use the golden rule. Whatever you do to one side of the equation, do to the other. Right? So 21 minus 4 is 17. We can write just 17 equals v. Some people like to flip it around, write v equals 17. That's fine as well. But just know that we chose this number here because it'll give us this answer here. So when you're trying to figure out what number it is, you're trying to get a 0. That's all. And you follow that for every single problem. So you can go down here and you can add 1/4 to both sides of number 9. And put it in the calculator. Right? And this is x plus 0. You don't have to write this part, just showing you it. And if you don't know how to do that, you can put in the calculator, make sure you get the right answer. We actually did it on the warm-up, I think, right? We already know that one. It's negative 1/2. Always try to put it in a improper.
Okay. You may go beyond the